one of the frustrations from data science and ML projects in general is that it seems like there's all this money being spent on data ingestion and tools and consultants and people, but it doesn't really feel like it's coming back to the bottom line. And for every story you read, every Moneyball book or Target with their really good advertising or this Capital One story, etc., most companies are probably still not really taking advantage of this. And the big surveys that the consultants do reflect that. So if you're getting started with the data science project, let's take an even bigger step back. We're going to forget about CICD and ML. If you're thinking predictive analytics, or is there value here? One really easy or a good place to start is in customer propensity modeling. And Harvard Business Review, and I think it was Eric Siegel, had this nice little rhyming scheme for like the types of models you might begin with. Stuff like you have a customer who's going to click, buy, die, or lie. And in die, in this case, we might mean churn. And so what we would recommend, or what we tend to see successful companies doing when they're getting started with predictive analytics projects that may or may not include ML, is they're saying basically like, okay, what are my existing business metrics for things like click-through rates, for purchase rates, for lifetime value, for churn rates, for how much money am I spending on auditing when I think a customer's committed a fraudulent action? And then what sort of percentage change or what sort of dollar value would I need to see for this to have a meaningful impact on my business? This can really help inform whether or not you should go with something like, let's hire an intern to do this for 6 weeks. Let's go out and get a big consulting company. Let's look at a series of vendors. Let's actually look at our whole value chain across this process as to how we get to this, where we can improve. But starting with these baseline metrics and figuring out what sort of percentage increase or what sort of absolute dollar value increase or decrease in these things would make a meaningful impact on your business, then that can inform how you go about the rest of all of this.